What's up, everybody? We're back again. It's the Dad Bod Golf Pod Friday edition, Friendship Friday, our favorite day of the week. And we have a titillating guest tonight, our buddy, the 2-2 Max Press Master, Blake Brewer. He's always a birdie away. What's up, Brew? How's it going, man?
How are y'all? Thanks for having me.
Boober.
What do you got, Nate? Nothing?
I've seen you like this after you've outdriven somebody in the fairway. You were like you bet somebody $20, and I remember you had your shirt in your hand going like this, cowboying all the way down the fairway. So that's all I can think of right now when I look at your nipples.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Big fan of the show. Listen to probably.
We can tell.
Yeah, not all of them, but definitely more than 3/4. So. Love you guys.
All right, 75%.
More than 3/4. Nice.
That's good. C's like get degrees. C's get degrees.
No doubt.
That's right.
See our way right through school.
So what we want to talk about tonight, there's been a lot of talk about there's
what we want to talk about, and there's what we have to talk about.
Exactly. We're talking about the NIP. I'm sorry. I mean the PIP. Which is the Player Impact Program for the PGA. If you don't know what that is a $40 million bonus pool that was randomly announced at the beginning of the year. And nobody really knows how you can win it. Nobody really knows like who's in the running. There's no list or anything like that. But basically the gist of it was, hey guys, get out there and sell tickets. Get people to follow you on social media. Get people talking about you. It's basically getting the players to get more involved with the fans, and it's getting towards the end of the year, and there's just a lot of people talking about like who's going to win this, that, who is, the first prize is 8 million out of the 40 million. Who's the other 2 through 10 or whatever. So we're just going to talk about it, give our opinions on it, how we can make it better, and just have a lot of fun with it. But before we start, speaking of PIP, if you want to try to guess, who might be the leader in the PIP running. I'm not sure if there's odds out there for that, but I'll tell you a place where you can get odds on everything else. That's Betonline.ag. You can head to their website, use your mobile device, sign up, and receive a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bro, you give them $100, they give you 50 back free to play with.
That's a deal.
That's a deal. Don't forget, you got to use your coupon code BLEAV, BLEAV, to receive your bonus. They got football, golf, boxing, basketball, all the sports. You got playoffs in baseball right now. A lot of good props, a lot of good, bets, numbers, lines, things there you can get on.
Cricket. They got cricket,
anything. Soccer. They got casino games.
They have cricket.
They got casino games. They're fun, but they're dangerous. Be careful.
Been in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't wait to take advantage of this offer for the rest of the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts. Gentlemen, let's pip it up.
Oh,
let's get to pipping.
I want to get everyone just in general, a general quick take on the actual program itself. Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? What's your general, real quick thoughts on that? We got 4 folks. We got to dip it around this thing. I want to give everybody a good amount of time to talk. Let's hit it up. Nate, go first. What's your first initial thoughts when this came out, when this dropped? What did you think about it?
It seems gratuitous. Like, let's give the wealthiest.
I don't know what that means.
Why would you use? What are you doing?
Simpleton.
What are
you
doing?
Degrees.
We got a guy with his shirt off, and you're using big. What the hell are you doing?
Have you guys ever tried to talk to Brewer after 4 or 5 beers? Because he'll get psychological. He'll get hardcore on you. He'll get doctorate style on your ass.
So it's over the top, like your hat right now.
Yes.
Right. Okay,
yes. Like a lot of things that I do. It's over the top. It's to take the wealthiest guys and give them more money. And I think the only reason we did this was because they threatened the Premier Golf League, right? Yeah. That's what I'm reading is that the Premier Golf League came out and they're like, all right, well, we'll give 10 of y'all some extra cash. And everybody's like, all right, cool. Yeah, that's good. We won't defect. So we'll get more into what I like and don't like about it. It was very random. The tour didn't even announce it. Golf Week broke it, and the tour kind of confirmed it. And that's all we've heard.
Not really confirmed.
Yeah. A lot to be seen. It'll be like the FedEx Cup. Like the first year the FedEx Cup came out, it was kind of horrible, and it's gotten progressively somewhat better.
Yeah,
that's how I see this going.
Cool, Blake. What you think about it, man?
Garbage. 100%. No, listen, you're like Nate was saying, you're taking these rich guys that don't need the money and basing it. I'm sure you're going to kind of go through the impact score, Kyle, but digital footprint, it's not just social media. There's other things they take into account.
Google searches and
Nielsen ratings, the Q ratings. What the heck is that, right? Meltwater mentions. Come on. Who's really paying attention to that? And it's really getting into the top 10 of the people that don't need the money.
Yep.
I like to say it's payment is pleasure for these guys. It's not PIP, not impact program. They're looking at this payment is pleasure.
Whoa. Dropping acronyms. Dropping acronyms on these mugs. I love it.
How much time did you spend researching this today, Brewer?
2.5 minutes.
He did zero work today. That's all he did was just research this.
Pleasure.
But he did do 15 push-ups before we started.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
But he also just ate 7 slices of pizza to make sure his dad bod was at
get the juices flowing.
I had fish and rice, and I went for a walk before this. So thanks.
That is awesome.
Wow. Those are very anti-dad bod activities.
Yeah, fish and rice. That is this is disappointing. Anyway, go ahead, Ben. What's your initial thoughts on this?
Pros and cons. I do like the fact that they're handing out money. I hate the way they're doing it to start it off with, especially when they're keeping it such a dadgum secret. I mean, and they keep saying they're not going to tell you who wins what. Social media today, we're going to find out who won. I mean, it's going to be that easy. And the one reason we're going to find out who won is we're going to have out of the 10, one of them is not going to be selfish, and they're going to say, I'm going to donate my check to such and such.
I would be a huge proponent that says, if you like your guy, get them Google searches, get them going, engage with the crowd. I'd be a huge proponent of the fact that whoever wins it, all the top 10, it's going to my charity. If you label it that way, you will get more engagement, in my opinion.
Maybe so.
And I think some individually have said that, like the Max Homas of the world and some people, but they're not up there. So it's null and void. Now, he has gone on record as saying he actually doesn't have a problem with it because he thinks that it's bringing something to the game. So I guess there's that. As more people are engaged.
He's also pretty pissed off that they're not going to tell people.
Yes, he does have a problem.
He actually feels kind of like me. Like he's like, yeah, this is good for the game. This is driving people to go watch golf. Maybe this is driving people to go Google golf. This is driving people to go follow people on Twitter and their pages on Facebook and follow them on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. But then again, the next thing you know, it's like, that's awesome. They're doing all that. We got no damn clue who's going to be doing what and who's getting what.
Yep. We don't.
And so that's now I'm greedy. I don't want just the top 10. I want to know the whole stack.
Yeah.
Who sucks at what people hate and what people like.
Yeah. What's the opposite PIP? They have to pay the PIP guys. Like the bottom, like the Ian Poulters have to pay.
Hang on. Poulter is way out there. I follow him on the different social medias and everything he does.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's what I noticed with Poulter and what I wish that part of this would take into account. What a great family man. When he's not traveling, he's home. He's out there taking his boys to the range. He's showing off his Ferraris and stuff. Yes, but his wife's in the picture. He loves his kids. He loves his family. That should be a part of this. You know what I mean? It's not just – yeah, absolutely. That's a huge factor. And I have a whole paragraph I'd like to talk on image, if we will, when you get to
what you like about
leader. Well, no, who you say the front runner is, Kyle.
Gotcha. Good deal.
A whole paragraph. Wow.
A whole paragraph. So if we're going to talk about leaders, we got to talk about it's got to be the leader in the golf fashion industry, and that's Swannies.co. I've got their quarter zip on right now. You guys need to check out Swannies.co. Blake he's literally waiting on his shit.
I need a shirt, Swannies. I need a shirt.
It's on the way right now. It could arrive at any moment, and he'll put it on. I promise. But Swannies.co. Use coupon code DADBOD golf pod -25. Take 25% off your next order. I can't stop. Every time I look at you, I look at your nipples. Anyway, take 25% off your order. They got shirts. They got Q-zips. They got hoodies. They got hats, shorts, joggers. They got everything. Awesome.
Would you call them short pants?
Short pants. They got short pants.
There you go.
I worked with a guy that used to call them that. So when he called them that the other day, I was like, are you serious? There's more than one person in the world that calls them short pants.
They used to call them that. And then one guy's like, what if we did shorts? And everybody was like, whoa.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Cool.
Nice.
My wife just took a picture of me in the garage with my shirt off. So
the thing is, I was waiting. I totally tuned Kyle out. I was waiting to hear a door open and somebody go, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
As a dad bod, you have to tell your wife what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I'm shirtless in the garage looking at my computer. That can't be good without any prepping.
Yeah. Wait till she posts that on social. Yeah. That's going to be phenomenal. Yeah. Just tell her not to put any sort of caption under it. I want people to wonder what you're doing in your garage with your shirt off.
Yeah. Okay, back to Swannies. Check them out. Swannies.co, 25% off. Dad Bod Golf for 25. Let's go. All right. Now we're going to go. All right. We talked about our initial thoughts. What's one thing that you love about it? And what's one thing you wish you could change? What's the one, if you had to pick one thing that you love more than anything out about it, and then one thing that you could, if you don't like anything, what could you change to make it better? And we'll just kind of go around the horn. Brew, go ahead and hit it up, dude. Hit it up.
Yeah,
I know you weren't a big fan, but
fire down, sugar tits.
Hey, I like Ben's thought process. The fact that they're handing out money. I like that because these people that are going to win it, they don't need it, right? And so hopefully they're going to do some good with it. I love that fact that, hey, just be engaged. Here's $8 million to the winner, or whatever. Go do something great with it. I love that. I don't like the fact that it's going to the people that don't need the money, right? I want to see the ones that are out there grinding and doing the social media, like a Jim HOMERUN.
Yeah.
162 official world golf ranking out there, making fun of it all, right? But he's trying. 20,000 followers total, not touching it. I like Max Homa. Brendan Todd. Let's go, Brandon. Oh, it's probably something else, but you know where I'm going with that. So
yeah,
I love the fact that.
Yeah, he went there.
Yes, sorry. No, Brendan Todd. Let's go,
Brandon.
I want to see those guys I want to see those guys that need the money, because you know what, their career may be short-lived on tour. You never know. We have some friends that just didn't make it. Played well, wrong time, right?
Right.
I love that. So let's go for give it to those guys.
Sure. What you think, Nate?
I love a competition that doesn't revolve around what happens on the course. I think that's super cool. There's nothing else like that in sports anywhere. Like, we have this competition that has more or less nothing to do with what you do inside the ropes, with everything what you do outside the ropes. If I would change it, I would just an updated leaderboard every single week, and a list of stuff like make Bryson cry, you get like 10,000 PIP points. Like get in a fist fight with Koepka in the parking lot, 27,000 PIP points. I mean, I just I want more regulation. Yeah, I want more regulation. I want to see every week.
More transparency. That's the word you're going for.
Okay. Use transparency. But if I say gratuitous, everybody loses their mind. Whatever, man.
But extra 2 syllables. You're really messing with our brain. Don't do that.
Ben, what do you love? What do you hate?
Yeah, just use small words, Ben.
I love and hate the exact same thing about it. I love the fact that we have absolutely no clue what's going on, so they can just do whatever the hell that they want. And we're all talking about it. The players are talking about it. The 162nd ranked player in the world is talking about it, even though he doesn't know if he's doing the right thing or not in order to get up the rankings into the top 10. And then I hate the fact that we don't know crap about it, because you don't know what to do.
Question: why is Jay Monahan not going to disclose? I have not been able to find that, but why?
Does he know?
He doesn't
know
even, I don't
that
even
he
think he
knows.
knows.
I don't know.
Were
This
they
is
just
one
like,
of
hey,
those-
let's do this real quick? And I was okay, yeah, just do it. We'll figure it out
This
later.
was one of those.
So
that
who
they
decides?
voted on. They voted on this
It's
at
a
the
great
end of
question.
the board meeting when they got together, and then they were like, "We'll figure it out later." And here we are at the end of the season. Everybody's like, "Now what the hell do we do?"
It's going to be like a committee in college football. They're just going to all meet, and we're just going to have the rankings. We're all
He
just going to sit in
said-
a room. It's going to be like Condoleezza Rice is going to be in there or something.
The only thing he's really ever said, Jay said to us, it's a program that we created, was created by our players, with our players, for our players. And that's what we decided that we were not going to do. That's what we
But
decided
that's a
we're not
lie.
going to do. We created, he's talking about publicizing it. And I'm like, well, there's so many players that are saying publicize it. I don't
The
think
whole
that's
thing is about publicize, being public, getting in the
exactly
public.
publicity.
Yeah.
Publicity,
And the
that's
whole
thing.
and the fact that he says in the quote where he says it was created by our players. No, it wasn't. They were told what they were going to be doing, and now they're like,
Right.
"Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. We got a chance to win millions of dollars and absolutely do nothing but play on social media all day."
This is my take on it. This is the phrase, you've probably all heard it. The road to hell was paved with great intentions. And I think the intentions behind this
Is that Shakespeare?
is possibly, I think it's possibly Shakespeare. It's a pretty epic quote. Only the most knowledgeable people use it or know how to use it. Kind of
Mike
like
Tyson.
Nate,
Mike
kinda like
Tyson
Tyson.
said it.
Nate, it was actually Notre Dame's.
Yes.
Oh,
Don't pee in your cereal.
don't pee in your cereal. Hey, but this is no, seriously, think about this. Has there ever been a chance? Has there ever been a time where you feel like you could tweet at a big time golfer and have a pretty good chance to get tweeted back? Lee Westwood gets back with us just about every time we tweet at him. We joked about his dad bod. He posted a shirtless pic, and Blake, honestly, the first time I saw it, I thought you were Lee Westwood. And he responds back to us. Max Homa roasting people on golf swings.
Yes.
Phil Mickelson. Phil is absolutely everywhere he is everywhere in
He's
his
killing
mentions.
it.
He is.
Yes.
He spends hours in his mentions every single day. Stuff like that's cool because that keeps it makes it feel like these dudes are attainable, reachable. Like you can have a relationship with them. I love that part of it. I think it's absolutely garbage that somebody, and I love Tiger. I think it's garbage that he could be possibly leading this thing and he didn't. He didn't hit a shot all year.
Buckle up, baby.
Literally, not at home.
Exactly.
Not
like
anywhere.
I don't even know that he's tweeted this year. Like, has he tweeted? Does he even tweet himself?
The only tweet he had is his team tweeted for him after
statement.
his surgery, that his statement about he went through surgery fine. He's going to be starting rehab, whatever.
Now, they've said they've seen him on course. He made a miraculous recovery. I've seen him out there. You know, there's a picture the other day on the range with Charlie out there hitting balls, getting ready for a tournament. So he's coming back. It's great to see. Look, Tiger's great for the game. Don't get me wrong. Kyle, Ben, Nate, let me know when I can read my paragraph.
Absolutely. All right. So all right. So the next thing, this kind of lead into what we're talking about. The next thing we want to talk about is who, obviously everybody's talking Tiger right now based off this magic formula that nobody knows how it works is leading. It would win at the $8 million. So, with that in mind, are you happy with it being Tiger? If not, who do you think should win the PIP and why? Who do you think should get the first and why? And then if you have like special criteria you want to throw out there that should disqualify people or to get qualified, go ahead and hit it. It's paragraph time. Blake, hit them with the nips. Hit them with the nips.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So there's two people that I think I'll start with who I think should win, right?
Yeah.
Kind of a long shot, not really thinking he should win, but I can see how it could happen. Bryson DeChambeau. He has done so much for the game over the past 2 years that has brought attention.
We get enough of this crap every week.
Come on, but wait.
And week out.
Hey, and I was told not to cuss, but not only is he Foo King Long, as I found on a golf ball one time in the woods that said Foo King Long on it.
Yeah.
Not only is he just, the fans love it, right?
Yes, they do.
And he brings a different idea to the game of the one-length irons, the 17-degree 9-iron that he hits 112,000 yards, right? I mean, it's just different. So I get it. My next guy, Max Homa, he's out there. It took him 27 days or whatever it was. The guest that you had on.
Yeah.
It took him however long, but he did it. He's going to make it happen. Max Homa, love him. Love the critiques on social media and everything.
Yeah.
You love it. Awesome. Now, Tiger. How could he be the favorite this year without hitting a golf shot? It's the past 5 years. I get it and all of that. Regular members on the past 5 years. However, let's talk non-golf. What kind of an impact has he had? He's cheated on his wife.
Ooh, we're going deep.
Ooh. Oh wow, we went there.
Yeah,
there's publicized abuse of alcohol, pills, prescription. Now, listen, I'm glad he got rehab. I'm glad he's coming back. He's great for the game. But let's look at the non-positive things that he's made an impact on the game. Right. And just I'll just throw it out there. He got a pass in some of them. Other people in society, a regular dad bod like me, would be locked up for some of the same things that he did. And that's frustrating.
Oh, his biggest pass, and we've said that, is when he got pulled over leaving his restaurant. And even though he wasn't under the influence of alcohol, he was under the influence of drugs, and nothing happened.
He maybe have gotten a pass in February.
Yeah, with the wreck, he could have. Yeah, he could have gotten a pass.
What happens if
he hits somebody?
Well, he definitely got a reckless driving pass because they finally deemed how fast he was going, and it was like 35 miles per hour over the speed limit. So he got the fact that he crashed and he got no ticket out of it. He got a reckless driving pass.
So there's my rant of a non-positive reason that he should not win $8 million.
I'm with you 100%. Nate, what do you think?
I love that sentiment. I just think it's impossible to quantify almost moral, positive, negative impact. I mean, I agree.
That would be tough.
I think Tiger is.
If we go down the road of who's cheating on their wife, we may open up some doors that.
But
cheating on your wife and having a list of 40 people that you cheat on your wife with, he didn't just cheat on his wife. We're giving him too much if we just say he cheated on his wife. Right? He was a sex addict. It was ridiculous. It was horrible. It was disgusting. But I just don't know how you would quantify the good guy versus the bad guy.
As you said, Nate, you said you like the fact that this is an off the course performance.
I agree.
Contest.
Yep.
So there's my rebuttal. I'll stop.
So if you're gonna, you're saying if you're gonna call an off the course performance contest, then you didn't take all into account all off the course.
Right.
100%. It's got to be positive. I mean, if you want this win, it's got what do they call it? It's a player impact program.
Yep. Yeah.
Obviously, that's insinuated to be positive.
Positive impact.
True.
He had a lot of positive impact back in the day. If you know what I mean. Sorry.
Ooh. But I love Max Homa is just the first person that comes to mind.
Yeah.
For this program. I mean, you want to talk about a man of the people, Max Homa, absolute man of the people. Anyway, I could go on and on. Ricky Fowler was on that list.
Yes.
At what point Ricky Fowler sucks right now?
You shut up. That could be my future brother-in-law. You shut your mouth.
He sucks, but he moves the needle. And I guess is this what we're trying to quantify? This is what these guys get is
that's what they want. They're just wanting who moves the needle. They're wanting
Ricky moves the needle.
They can say what they want about all this other criteria. They're wanting to just better the game of golf. That's all they're wanting to do. And if it's only the big names that can do it, they're fine with giving out free money to do it.
But it's funny, this whole year. I'm sorry, Nate. This whole thing, all year about the PIP was Bryson and Koepka.
Yeah.
On this list, right? On this list, though, Bryson was 6 and Koepka was 9.
They've done
not even in the top 5.
Those two did more for golf ratings than anybody this year.
100%, and neither one are in the top 5.
Nope. Yes, that's insane.
My number one pick, because there's another one I got a problem with. That's Jordan Spieth, because he does nothing socially. He hasn't had the greatest of years. So the fact that he's in there at possibly number 3 is a problem that I have. Same with McIlroy. He doesn't do anything on social. Tiger doesn't either. My number one guy is in there at number 4 on this projected list at Phil.
Love it.
Because
love it.
He has engaged with people. He has done the whole thing where when he goes to a tournament, he's not got a crew with him. He's got his selfie, just the phone in his hand, and he's like, we're going to be ripping seeds today, and we're going to be hitting hellacious seeds and hitting bombs.
High nasty bombs.
Here I am at 50.
Bombs.
Yes. Here I am at 50 plus, and I'm about to put these youngsters in their place. And I love that. I love that he's been talking trash. He's at the side of Phil. Phil was always the guy that was just nothing but smiles and waving. Everybody thought he was like the secret
Thumbs up.
jerk.
Thumbs
up. Not going to. So now that somebody's giving him a phone, for God's sakes, it's been the best thing that's ever happened to him because he's using it and in, like you said, is in a positive way. He hasn't done anything negative. He's got.
How about the video he did with Kuchar, talking about Kuchar not tipping his caddy? And he's like, hey, well, I'm playing with Kuchar in a practice run today, but I don't want to bet with him because I may not get my money. Like,
that's so good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That is so good.
There was one that was released a couple of days ago where at the Champions Tour event, Bernhard Langer tried to prank him and had a blower on the tee box while he was trying to tee off, and Phil recognized it right away. So he went ahead and hit, and he went over to him, and everybody thinks he's fixing to yell at the maintenance guy. And he goes, hey, Bernhard, how are you? And they were filming like he had figured it out. The guy is just, he has pranks with guys. He bets with guys. He just is one of those. He's one of those guys. He's fun to watch.
How about this? He is about to go expand this positive impact to the generations that are way better than us in that senior tour, right? The Champions Tour. He's about to take it to the next level and get even more people involved that don't even have social media, maybe, but they may.
No, you're right.
They may going forward.
Granny, what's up?
Awesome.
The ones that
Granny has to watch this.
But he's also, when you talked about off the field or off the course or whatever you want to call it, you got his wife's a cancer survivor. He's well known for, even though it is a private jet, so he is kind of flexing a little bit with his money. But anytime his kids have a friggin' recital or a soccer game or whatever it is, he's jumping on the jet, going and then going back to wherever he was so he can, then get back in game mode. For years, I didn't like Phil. And I think it was because Phil was quiet and all we got was but now with the sarcasm and little clips that he's got, all of it. That I want more of that. Like, reward the guy,
fireside
give him his, and he is one. He probably would donate the money.
Yep.
If he won the grand prize, he'd probably give it to some sort of charity or something. So that's the
Spend
other guys. I really was pulling for Bryson and Koepka, especially with Koepka giving away beers earlier in the year. But now the fact that when they got to the Ryder Cup and they're hugging each other, and now they've come up with this match, and you're like, okay, they played the long game. Yep.
Kyle said it 3 months ago that their agents got together and said, let's see how much money we can make off of them too.
He really does listen 100%. To the pod.
Yep. Wow. I did say that. I remember.
I actually do. Like, when I listen to it, I just skip to the parts where I talk, and then I'm
not shocked.
Hence why you wear that stupid hat. It's all about you, Nate. It's all about you.
This is my one criteria. Okay. Or actually, there's a couple criteria. Number one, you should have to respond to 5 fans a day on Twitter. You should have to be active. Tiger Woods does not tweet at all, period. No. Rory does not tweet at all, period. You know who tweets stuff about interacts with more with the fans than Rory?
Jim Herman.
No, the Rory McIlroy tracker page. Like, that dude, that's how people feel like they interact with Rory. Those tracker dudes interact a lot more with the fans than the actual.
They're bots.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So number one, you have to engage with fans. You have to respond to at least 5 mentions like a day. I mean, that takes 10 minutes to have 10 responses, and we need to have original content. We need Phil in the golf cart riding at 75 miles an hour in a golf cart with his PGA Championship trophy. We need stuff like that. But it needs to be from everybody. Like, if you don't want to participate, I want Bryson to do the whole thing where he pulls up and the guy's like, hey bro, what do you do for a living? I hit nukes, bro. I want all that. Like, I want stuff like that. I want to see him ripping shots into a simulator in his living room. Like, we want content. We need content. I want to see Brooks hitting the ball 300 yards left-handed. Like, I want to see that. I want to see him talking crap to Dave Portnoy. Like, that kind of stuff is what I feel like this is all about. And you can't just go give it to people that don't do any of that. Like, the top three, Tiger, Rory, Jordan Spieth, they do nothing on social media.
No.
Period. They don't interact, period. Go ahead, Nate. What you got?
I don't know if it's just social media is how we're measuring this, but there's no other player on tour that the whole world would lose their mind when there was a picture of them standing on the range. Tiger Woods was standing on the range watching his 11-year-old son hit balls, and everybody went crazy. Everybody went nuts. And that would be the best argument for him to win the spit money, is that nobody moves a needle like Tiger moves the needle. If he tweets, if he doesn't tweet, if he grams, if he doesn't gram.
But he didn't even do it. That's the problem. Like,
you sound like Anya Alvarez saying stuff like that. He didn't have to do it. Don't be.
Yes,
rude.
he does.
He moved the needle when he did it 273 times with 28 women. That's not good though.
Right. He moved.
So you have to look at the way that you move the needle.
I think that it goes back to what everybody's always said. He was the needle during that time too.
100%.
No, but I just want to see. I want to see.
Granny?
I want to see.
Hey, this is how he can recoup from that: is all of a sudden show a video from his own social media or whatever with a fan and tell a story, take him to play 18 holes, 9 holes.
Yeah,
that is a positive impact. Because
nobody
would expect him to do that. Nobody would expect him to do that.
Was he trying to do that when he got in the wreck? Because that was the second time he did that, where he was shooting those things with like
David Spade and
superstars.
Dwayne Wade. No.
Yeah, when he was doing that thing.
He needs a driver. He needs a driver.
One, he needs a driver just to keep from getting himself sued.
Like the old Sasquatch. Oh, you're talking about somebody driving. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, new driver.
Number two, I mean, that was ever who had that idea was terrible, because I actually watched the Dwayne Wade when it was awful. It was just
they were all awful.
It was awful. Pretty bad. And then he got in a wreck before he could finish the other two, and it was like good. Like, you know,
come on, awesome. Not good.
You just lost a dad bod bid. We had $40 at the end of the season, and you're not getting $8.
Nope, you're out.
Your negative impact on this podcast is huge.
It was a hard impact, though.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
Sorry. I'm glad he's okay and he's coming back and he's going to be the greatest ever.
Yes. Totally about that. But
I mean that 100%.
Yes.
I still think I would. I mean, why can't you do it? Why can't you do that, Tiger? Why can't you just give us a selfie video that's like, hey guys, and he's doing it and he's holding it up right here, and then he chips one in with one hand or something like that. Like, do one of those a month and like everybody goes nuts. Like, just do stuff. Like, this whole
be real.
He used to before social media became big, when Nike would shoot those commercials and he was bouncing the ball on the club and all that kind of stuff. No, it wasn't. He could still do that. If influencers can hire somebody to follow them around with a damn camera, Tiger Woods can hire somebody to follow him.
He should have a whole camera crew when he wakes up in the morning.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I mean, it you know, I understand he wants his, you know, I mean, he named his boat
Nate,
Privacy.
I see where you're going with that face. Just don't go there.
I mean, he named his boat. See, I understand he wants it, but like when he gets out in public, he needs to have somebody filming him just to post stuff for him. Yeah. I mean, make an effort.
No, he's not. He's not. What's that show where they record that guy's whole
Truman Show?
No, he's not Truman. We don't need a live stream of Tiger eating breakfast.
Nobody said live stream. We said just get some footage and post it. Nobody said live.
Just make a 2-minute video like I do when I'm funny at my parents' house.
Listen, if we want to make it gratuitous, you can make it gratuitous, and that's what we were shooting for.
Gratuitous.
He just wakes up in the morning. Hey, how are you? I'm your cameraman for the day. Would you like the Dove soap in the shower? Or would you like the Old Spice?
By
the way, we're going to be filming you.
Do you understand how much Dove soap would fly off the shelves if that took place?
Yeah, or Old Spice, or
Old Spice,
whatever it may be. Suave.
Well,
hey, here's one thing that I was looking through my notes. I forgot to read. That Kyle's wife's favorite guy, Patrick Cantlay.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He I'm a listener of the show. But
Yeah.
Hey, you know what he said?
Unfortunate last name. Go ahead.
This whole thing about the PIP, though, if we kind of get back to what's real, it's not good for the game because it's promoting one thing: bad behavior of the fans.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. The fans are now allowing to have your phones in tournaments and everything like that. And Brooksy getting yelled and all this other crap. Listen, yes, they're pretentious and they should be able to hit a golf shot no matter what and everything. And they're playing for millions of dollars. But, you know, enough's enough with the Brooksy. Nobody else wants to hear it anymore. But no matter how many tournaments you go to, somebody's going to shout it.
Yeah.
And it's done. And now you're going to get kicked out because Jay says it's bad. Right. But it is doing that on social media. And I don't want my son. I have a son that loves to play golf, and I don't want him to grow up thinking it's okay to yell at golfers during that's their job. That's their profession. Yeah. Right. And I want him to and it's a gentleman's game. At the end of the day, let's just call it what it is. It is. That's what it was. That's what it is now. That's how I'm raising my son to be. And I don't want him to think it's okay to go to the golf course and be yelling at somebody they're trying to hit.
Yeah.
So that's what it's doing.
It will have spin-off effects for the fans for sure, because you can come up with like catchphrases to make yourself tweetable and stuff like that, and you know that can be distracting.
Well, I know one of their reasons is I know when they say they want to grow the game, and I get that everybody wants to grow the game. I mean, that's why we love doing the pod, talking about stuff from a dad bod's perspective and that kind of thing. But you want to grow the game, but you want to grow it the right way. We want to grow it with people that like golf. When you get these idiots out there that have never played golf, and they're yelling, "Get in the hole" on a par 5 when they tee off.
Mashed potatoes,
Baba
Booey.
Bull crap.
I can see some mashed potatoes. I can just look down here at the bottom of the screen and just see mashed potatoes.
Oh, come on.
Like just that's the part that's not growing the game. When you get somebody that's not even interested in golf, they're out there just to be on television. That's not growing the game.
So I think if we circle it all back, the player impact program should be all positive, not just Google searches, right? You get in a car wreck, you're going to get a whole bunch of Google searches. Right. Let's talk about what they're doing on and off the golf course in a positive way.
Yeah. There's no telling how many times
you get arrested, you're going to get a lot of Google searches. If you get, there's all kind of ways. Exactly. You're 1,000%
rumors,
right
any sort of rumors. If TMZ catches you, it may be a personal assistant or something that's working with you, and they're like, so-and-so's, is he cheating on his wife? And it's like, no, she works for the company. Like that's
it could be emails from 2011.
Oh gosh. Oh, here we go.
It's a whole different ball
let's
game.
move on from that.
It could be Dustin Johnson going skiing in the Alps.
Oh,
I mean, it's just a rumor. He's just going skiing.
Yeah.
or why he fell and broke his hiney at the Masters. Like, that kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Positive stuff for the PIP. Brewer,
not just positive, but there does need to be, when they say we're going to make adjustments, you need to play. Like if you're not playing,
you got to be playing. You got to
be playing. And
I don't think you have to play. You can move the needle off the course. It's about off the course.
You got to play. It doesn't.
You got the FedEx Cup if you want to make some money on the damn golf course.
It doesn't have to be every tournament, Nate, but you got to play. You got to play. You got to.
Otherwise, it's just a Tiger Woods bonus fund every single year.
Otherwise, open it up to people that, if they're not playing, then open it up to people that aren't PGA Tour players. Let everybody else do it. Let us in.
Open up to the LPGA. Yeah. Lexi Thompson is moving the needle for women's golf.
Yeah, or Paige Spiranac. She's got more followers than everybody. She should.
She got more followers than Tiger. Give the money to her.
If that's
give it to Jack Nicklaus. What has he done for the game every year? Yes. Every year in and out.
How many people search that? I mean, probably a lot.
Let's give it to Boo Weekly. I mean,
I'm a big fan of
Boo. He has done a lot to spread the game to people.
He's trying to move in his damn house this month. He's about to finish in October.
I'll tell you what.
I love Boo. I love Boo.
Don't get me wrong.
But
no,
he ain't playing.
By the way, though, that was my favorite show that y'all have ever done.
That's a good one.
Hands down.
That's a good one. I reposted this past weekend.
Should have. If we had to take it back and do it again, the one thing
you'd have him have his shirt off too when he did it. Right?
One shirt off. Number 2, we'd have figured out a way to get him on camera somewhere. And number 3, we'd have just started airing everything from the time that we called him and he picked up.
Yeah.
Because the first 5 minutes before we ever went live, hold on, I got to get a dip.
We could have gotten Copenhagen to sponsor us.
Yeah, for sure.
Big time. If we had thought that through.
Well,
Yeah, we dropped the ball on that one.
This episode went better than I could have ever expected. It started off with two bangs, right down there in the bottom with Mr. Brew coming in hot.
Left nipple and right nipple.
Two cherry bombs right in our face. Love it.
Thank you all.
The symmetry though is just absolute perfection.
It's better than Christmas. It's the gift that keeps giving.
That's right.
But thanks, dude, for joining us for Friendship Friday. Thanks, guys, for listening. It's another week of the Dad Bod Golf Pod. Get you better have your tee time set. Y'all go hit them straight this weekend.
Wow, I'm using it this weekend.
You're going to use his Arcos golf sensor this weekend.
Arcos, yes.
We're going to track.
Don't show the box again.
We're going to track.
Come on, Nate. We love the box.
We're going to track all of Ben's stats this weekend. ArcosGolf.com. Use coupon code DADBOD10. Take 10% off your order. Follow us on social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then if you subscribe to YouTube, you get to see the gloriousness that is on the screen right now, and that is Blake Brewer just in all his glory in his garage.
Cheers, boys. Thanks for having me. It's been a blast.
Your marriage is kind of struggling, and maybe you need a little pep. Watch the show with your wife.
Absolutely.
Or if you need a little pip, do something good.
Exactly. Yes. Right. There you go. Y'all catch us. Have a great weekend and catch us on Monday. It's the Dad Bod Golf Pod.
Always
stroking.